underneath the title, go ahead and draw an arrow underneath the word linear. And go to write graphs become lines. Underneath nonlinear, graphs are not lines. That's pretty easy. The word linear has the word line in it. Hence, a graph that's a line is a linear function. Example 1. Graph the function. Talk to me. Go for it. So nonlinear functions are not lines. Linear are lines. The word linear has the word line in it. It's pretty logical. Come on now. So let's graph this function. Y, we get Dodger Blue since they won last night again. Y equals negative 2x plus 1. Let's do the example 1. We'll talk Dodgers after. I was going to say a comeback, but never mind. I had to bite my tongue there. I think it was 3 weeks ago, right before spring break, I taught you how to graph an equation. You use a table of some sort. You guys remember what it's called, a table of something? Table of values. Go and write x, y. Do this with me. You guys remember what values of x you should choose? Any. Your favorite number, whatever number you want. But my recommendation is to pick numbers that make life easy for you. Like 1, 2, and 3 to what Valdez just said. You can pick any numbers. Maybe sprinkle in a few negatives and a few positives. Negative 2, negative 1, 0, 1, and 2. I'm picking 4. You don't have to, actually picking 5 here. You don't have to pick 5, but definitely pick more than 2. Ah, man. Here we go, gents. Remember before spring break? What are we doing at this point, Rocha? Right, plug and chug, right? So y is equal to negative 2 times negative 2 plus 1. Okay, so we got 4 plus 1, so we got 5. Cool. Negative 2 times negative 2 is positive 4. Again, if you're rusty on negative and positives, I got a little review sheet and a little review video for you to catch up. But everything I'm teaching in this class assumes you know how to deal with negative and positive numbers. Gonzalez and Valdez, let me talk here, please. Save the talking for later. Thanks. So we got negative 2, 5. Negative 1. Negative 2 times negative 1 plus 1, that's going to be a positive 2 plus 1. We got a 3. I'm going to go fast now because this is a review, so to speak. Cool. 0, that's going to be 0 plus 1 is going to be 1. I did that one in my head. Negative 2 times 0 is 0. 0 plus 1. We're good to go. How about 1 now? Negative 2 times 1 plus 1. Negative 2 times 1, negative 2 plus 1 becomes a negative 1. We're rocking and rolling. Again, right now in your mind you should be saying, oh, we already did this. But let me explain something. Right, a little bit. Negative 2 times 2 plus 1. We got a negative 4 plus 1. Negative 3, yeah? What do we do now, Rocha? Graph these puppies. We're going to graph these puppies. You have your graph paper right in front of you. Sure, I still got to get my graph paper here. There we go. Oops. Hey, watch this. go ahead and graph these. All right, negative 2, 5. Negative 1, 2, and we got 5. We got negative 1, 3. We have 0, 1. We have 1, negative 1. We have 2, negative 3. Is this a linear function? Going to write linear. So far, so good. So we got a linear function here. The graph became a line. I threw this function at you. We determined by graphing it's linear. Let me just double check my work with a graphing calculator called Desmos.com that you should remember from before spring break. You're going to be doing this for your Google question today. Let me go to Desmos.com. Let me type in the equation we started off with. Y equals, watch this. Y equals, is it negative 2x? Plus 1. Watch this. There's my graph. That sure looks like the one I just graphed. You and I just graphed. There it is. In other words, I verified. Shoot, you erased it. But it was it, right? Last example. Here we go. Last example. And we're done with our notes. For all you crybabies out there. Example 2. Graph the function. Here we go. Y equals, look what I'm going to do with the variable now. Negative 2x squared plus 1. Yikes. I'm taking that variable and I'm raising that puppy to the second power. Uh-oh. Valdez sounds confident. I'm wondering if Valdez is overconfident. Let's see. I trust in his abilities. Valdez. Watch this. We're going to see right now if he gets it. What do we do first, Valdez? Valdez, what do we do first? Nice one. Well, just tell me what to do first for the sake of the class. Nice. Valdez, give me the first value. First x value. I love it. Stay with me, guys. Let me get a 0. 0 is always easy to work with. And let me get just at least one negative. Okay? Excuse me? It's good to have at least 4 or 5 points. This way you can see a pattern emerge. A pattern would be if the graph starts looking not like a line, you can start seeing the pattern. If you have a little bit of points, you're not going to see the pattern. So 4 or 5 is a good rule of thumb. It's not, you don't have to do it. So to answer your question, you don't have to, but it's a good recommendation. Get some negatives, get some positives. You're good to go, Gonzalez. You're on your way to graduating. Watch this. Valdez, work with me. Here we go. He's avoiding me. Watch this, though. Just at least this, Valdez. Okay, I replace x with 1. Should I multiply or do the exponent first? Valdez is a man. Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. Exponent, careful here, exponent comes before multiplication. So watch what I'm going to do. Y then becomes negative 2 times, look at positive 1 times positive 1. Gonzalez, let me talk. This is not 1 times 2, this is 1 times itself. 1 times 1, so that becomes 1. So y is negative 2 plus 1. So y is, talk to me. Let's see. Look at 1 to the second power became 1, right? Because that's 1 times 1. So I have to do the exponent before I multiply. That was my whole point of please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. So 1 times 1 became 1. And now I can multiply. Negative 2 times 1 became negative 2. Negative 2 plus 1 is help. Awesome. There's our first point. Next one. Here we go. Y is negative 2 times 2 square plus 1. Right, this is the next one in line, right? My next input. Let's see. Exponent or multiplication, Lavieta? Nice. So 2 to the second power is 2 times 2. It becomes 4. Watch this, you guys. Stay with me. Right? And I got a negative 8 plus a 1, because when you're multiplying, the signs are different. It's a negative. So that becomes awesome. We're rocking and rolling. Next one in line. I'm still using Dodger Blue.
Like the one before, -7?
Yeah, it became -7. There you go, right there. Here we go, Gonzalez. Check it out. 3 square plus 1. Watch this. What is 3 square? Thank you. It's 3 times 3. Careful. This is not 3 times 2. Please pay attention here. Don't bite the bullet or don't bite the bait and be dead. Don't fall into the trap and thinking this is 3 times 2. This means 3 times itself. So it becomes -2 times 9 plus 1. We're rocking and rolling.
Also be like 3 times 2?
Exactly. What does it become? Valdez. So we got -17. We're rocking and rolling. Next one. Last two. Y is -2 times 0 to the second plus 1. -2 times 0 plus 1. 0 plus 1, 1. Sorry, Rocha. Not as quick as you. Next one. Y is -2 times -1 squared plus 1. -2 times, help now. Lavieta's on it. This really means -1 times -1, which becomes +1. Thank you. Awesome. Actually, it's -2, huh? -2 times 1, -2, plus a 1, -1. We're ready to graph these puppies. Let's see if this is linear or non-linear. We're about to find out. Questions so far before we plot these puppies? You guys are doing good for Wednesday, I must say. Non-linear or linear? What do you think, Valdez? Let's see. So graph it with me. Okay, here we go. 1, -1. 2, -7. 3, -17. That's like way off the chart, so forget that one. So 3, -17 way down here. I'm going to just like estimate or guesstimate, yeah? That's a made-up word that means absolutely nothing. 0, 1. Here's 0, 1. That's better. -1, -1. -1, -1's right here. Look at this. This is a parabola. It's coming up, coming down. Put arrows. This would be a non-linear function. Put non-linear. Non-linear. That's it. So you know how to graph linear and non-linear now. You just make a table of values. That's a shortcut. I'm gonna beg you to do something. Next month, actually it's coming this month. Actually early May. You're gonna take the district benchmark that the whole district is gonna take. If they ever give you graphing problems, no matter what the equation looks like, you just make a table of values and you can figure out the graph. In the meantime, for your second stamp, you're going to go to the Google question on top of Math2 webpage. Chromebooks are open. For your second stamp, you got to finish this and then go on to your assignments. Hit it. I would say good luck, but I don't believe in luck. Let's do it.